Hi everybody, TJ Mack Vintage Cards here, and today I'm profiling my first hockey set since I've joined the YouTube community. This is the 1971-72 Topps hockey, and this is my favorite hockey set of all time. I really like how this one looks. And in this week's videos, I'm going to do my 71 hockey, football, and baseball cards. And here I do the top 18 key cards for hockey from that year. And I do have some OPC. I predominantly collect Topps, but if they don't have the Topps card or if I see an OPC one out there, I'll buy it. I don't really care if they're Topps or OPC. It doesn't really matter much to me. Just want to have an example of the card. So for that year, the Guy Lafleur, Marcel Dionne, and Tim Horton are OPC because they didn't make Topps versions of those cards. So just going through here, with hockey, I right now I'm doing 1968 to 1985. I have all the years done except for, I need some for 68, 69, 70, and then a few for 85, but I'm pretty close to finishing all of them. So going through, in this year in hockey, the Boston Bruins won the Stanley Cup. They beat the Rangers 4-2. First card we're looking at here is the Jacques Plante on the Toronto Maple Leafs. He also played for the Canadiens earlier in his career. There's Phil Esposito. Phil Esposito had 66 goals and 133 points in 1971, and he won the Art Ross Trophy as the league points leader. There's Johnny Buchek, and again the Bruins won the Stanley Cup, so there's a couple of their players from that team. Red Wings' Alex Delvecchio. And then here's a great defenseman here, Brad Park. Unfortunately, he played at the same time as Bobby Orr, so Bobby Orr was winning all the James Norris trophies as best defenseman, and poor Brad Park would oftentimes finish the runner-up. But he was an excellent defenseman in his own right. Later on played for the Bruins as well. But here he is with the Rangers. This is his second-year card. And here's Ken Dryden. He won the Calder Trophy that year as the top rookie. Even though he played the year before in the playoffs and led the Canadiens to the Stanley Cup, he didn't have eligibility to win the rookie that year, so he won it this year in 71-72. He won 6 Stanley Cups and 5 Vezina trophies as a top goalie before retiring at the end of the decade. The Canadiens won 6 Stanley Cups in the 1970s. They were a powerhouse team. There's Chicago Blackhawks, Bobby Hull. It's a great looking card there. Love the look of these cards, the oval shape portraits inside with the bubble lettering above it. They're just beautiful cards, and they got the team logos, which I really like. Gilbert Perreault, great end-to-end skater for the Sabres. And here's Gordie Howe. This was the year he retired. So he didn't actually play at all in 71-72. He actually retired the year before. But he came out of retirement and then went to the WHL. Played for the Houston Aeros, and then when he retired, though, he had 801 goals. He was number 1 in goals, number 1 in assists, and number 1 in points all time at the time of his retirement. And then today, he still is 2nd in goals, 10th in assists, and 4th overall in points. He was just a fabulous player. And then he actually came back to the NHL in 1979 and played a season at 51 years old and had 41 points in 80 games for the Hartford Whalers. He does have a Topps card from that year, an OPC card, which I'll show in other videos. And here's the great Bobby Orr. In 1971 was another banner year for him. He won the Conn Smythe Trophy as a playoff MVP. He was a Hart Trophy winner as league MVP, Norris Trophy as top defenseman. I believe he had 37 goals and 117 points. And Bobby Orr won 8 straight Norris trophies as best defenseman and 3 straight Hart trophies as the MVP. I mean, a case could be made for him. He didn't have the longevity that he could be the greatest player of all time. I mean, he was a fabulous defenseman, first defenseman to score 100 points. Just an outstanding player, and certainly an all-time great, and one, if not the best player ever, certainly in the top 3 or 4. And then you have Frank Mahalovich, for the Canadiens. Also played for the Red Wings. It looks like a Red Wings uniform there that was taking the logo off. Tony Esposito, good netminder for the Blackhawks, and brother of Phil Esposito. And then you have here first Topps card of Bobby Clark. He had an OPC card as well, but he was another great center for the Philadelphia Flyers. And then you have Stan Mikita, who passed away not too long ago. Great center for the Blackhawks. And then Bernie Parent looking out of place in his Maple Leafs jersey here. His rookie card, he's actually with the Flyers. Then he went with the Maple Leafs, and then he went back to the Flyers, where he built a Hall of Fame career. Flyers won 2 Stanley Cups in the 1970s. And then here is just a great side-by-side cards here of Marcel Dionne and Guy Lafleur. They went number 1 and 2 in the draft in 1971. Lafleur went first. Marcel Dionne went second. I actually met Marcel Dionne. He lives around where I live. And he is a very, very nice man. And I believe when he retired, he had to be second or third all-time in points. Not a big guy. He was probably about 5'9", but he was just a tremendous player. And, again, a very, very nice person. You know, to me, it's like I'm a baseball fan and football fan more than hockey, and it'd be like meeting Willie Mays or somebody like that. That's you know, the kind of player, the caliber of player he was as a hockey player. Played for the Kings for a lot of years, but here he is early in his career playing for the Red Wings. And then you have Guy Lafleur, nicknamed the Flower or the Blonde Demon was his other nickname, and he was another guy that was just a great player. He succeeded Jean Beliveau, who retired the year before. He was supposed to be the next great Canadian, and he lived up to it, even though it took him a few years to really catch fire and become an elite player. But his rookie year, he scored, I believe it was 29 or 30 goals, and that he just... you know, would lead the Canadians to some Stanley Cup wins along with that great defense, and also Ken Dryden in net. And then you have Tim Horton, probably more famous for Tim Horton's coffee shops and donuts and all that nowadays, but here he is as a player on the Penguins here. Played for the Maple Leafs and then finished his career up with the Sabres, where Tim Hortons is big in the Buffalo area today and up in the Northeast. So he was more known for that. He died young, though. I believe he died in 1975 in a car accident. So this is a nice example of him here on the Penguins with those cool-looking Penguin jerseys. Not what they look like today, certainly. So this is the 1971-72 hockey set, and it's, again, just a beautiful, beautiful set. I enjoy looking at it often. I like to put it on display in my card room. And it's just, I think these are great examples of the cards from that year. And I really do appreciate those who are checking out my videos, and I like checking out other people's videos. I just started looking at the Psy guy. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. And then and there's other ones I'll mention. I just can't come off the top of my head. But there's a lot of great content out there, and I really like the ones that are very, very passionate about the cards and really like to share what they have and the stories behind them. So here's my first hockey video, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.